Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Now, it has been a little while since the last episode. I do apologize. I've just not been very well, and I did get a little. On top of that, maybe I could have powered through it, but I got a little bit demoralized in the last episode with the whole disaster out in Jupiter. But the thing is, I really do want to finish this campaign. We are getting close. I was kind of hoping we could kind of win that battle, and then that could be like the catalyst for the actual end game. But we are not there yet. But what I'm trying to do, to be honest, is I'm just trying to rush it, and I don't need to, because the thing is, in this campaign we are still doing very well. Although that was a big disaster, we have an incredible space presence. We have an incredible space economy, and our Earth game is incredible. Like, this is honestly, I've definitely had better space games than this one, but like in terms of Earth games, I think this is the best I've ever had. Like, how powerful and good our nations are. Like, pretty much all of our science is literally coming from Earth rather than space, you know. It's been insane how good Earth has been for us. Aliens are about to get Turkey, which once we do Europe Ascendant means we can get Turkey again. So it's actually going so well. So basically what I need to do is I need to channel some of the energy from my last ever game of Terra Invicta, where I basically waited until like I had all the techs before I actually did anything in space, which is my usual strategy. But I've been trying to like do it a little bit earlier because I thought, because usually you can, right, with plasma, but obviously plasma is completely useless in this version of the game. In the last episode didn't technically have a conclusion. The conclusion is no, it's awful. And I think it's been kind of fun in this playthrough. We've tried out a lot of different weapons. So I'm going to go back to the old bread and butter phasers. Tech tree, please. So, and lots of people were giving suggestions of different weapons and stuff. But one of the things I want to try and do with this playthrough, and I feel like one of the big things with one of the reasons of this whole playthrough itself, is I really want to show that Terra Invicta is a game that, you know, I wouldn't say like anyone, right? But like, it often has this reputation of being unbelievably complicated. So many people can't play. I mean, if you look at how many people who own the game versus how many people who have the achievement of winning a campaign, it's incredibly low, right? I want to show that the game is actually possible, and a lot of the time, people who are very good at the game overcomplicate it. And I think it's one of those things which makes it seem a lot harder than it is. And I hope with this playthrough I've kind of shown that if you just kind of focus on Earth, don't really go too crazy with all these fancy missile ships and stuff, the game is actually, you can kind of get right here on the hardest difficulty in an incredible spot and be fine. And the plasma was always a part of that. Now, what this ties into ship design is that you can go, if you go some kind of missile based ships, they are actually going to be better if you micro them in an incredibly specific and fancy way, do all these special maneuvers. And I want to show that you don't need to do that to win in space. You can have more efficient ships with missiles doing all this stuff, or you can just get some, as I showed in the early game, right? You can do some missile stuff, blah, 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 or you can just get arc lasers and then just press the button which says focus enemy, click on an enemy and then press lock, and then just go through all the enemies one by one based on which is closest, and you'll win space battles. And all it takes is just a few extra ships than you get with missiles. Plasma was kind of the same, but the thing is, it's not. What I'm going to do is just going to go back to the old phases. We click an enemy, we're done. We don't have to do anything fancy, anything silly. Let's just get phasers and let's crush everyone. There's no real rush, you know. Our science is actually incredible for right now, especially once all these are done, because of course we had a few. Yeah, all of Mercury got blown up, I believe, in the last episode, but it's all back, so it's fine. Yeah, aliens are usually quite passive, and they seem to be very passive right now. So I'm just going to exploit that, and I'm just going to, yeah, keep working on my country. So Turkey is about to be grabbed by the servants. That's fine. We can't get Turkey yet, so we're grabbed by the aliens. This tech here will give us claims on Turkey, so we'll let the alien administration sit around in Turkey until we're ready to annex them. with our massive amounts of armies. The country we want to get, though, to add in peacefully is Switzerland, which we can't do militarily because Switzerland has nukes. So we need to claim those Swiss nukes for ourselves. So that's what we're doing with our councillors. Now, the other thing with our councillors is that, sure, we have a spy in the servants right now, but we can't guarantee we'll have them forever. Xu Pang, politician, doesn't have turn councillor. He's kind of like the best we're going to get for persuasion, because the persuasion councillors just can't survive. I was kind of looking through and I'm like, do we have turn councillor anywhere else? And, you know, Alp doesn't have it, but Dahramal does have it. Dahramal has turn councillor. Dahramal is also striver. And this is one of the reasons why I love striver, is because it helps you in the early game when you're trying to get up to 25, but it also helps you right now in the late game when your councillors are already like incredible and have got everything. All of a sudden, 123, we can get a ton of persuasion with Dahramal. And maybe that she can be like have a secondary role being turn councillors. That's how I'm feeling anyway. She's already pretty safe. 16 espionage, 15 security. She's looking good. Let's get her as much persuasion as we can afford. There we go. Let's get her an additional espionage and an additional security, just so that we know she's safe. There we go, from that. So there we go. Dahramal should now be somewhat able to turn disloyal councillors, and if we keep working on it, eventually she'll be able to turn even loyal ones. And if when the time comes to it, we kind of grab a few persuasion orgs, stuff like that, we should be in a good spot. That's going to be our plan for persuasion. Then all the other persuasion stuff can be done by Xu Pang here. But we could also try and get some espionage stuff. Now the things of espionage is that it doesn't actually have many missions that matter. Like if you look at Leah Abbott's missions that matter, right? Purge, incredibly important. Sabotage facilities, don't really care. Sabotage hab module, I mean, I'm never ever going to be doing these because these are hurting Earth. And I don't really care about AI factions space presence. If anything, that's positive. And all nations on Earth, in my head, are always in the future going to be mine. So I never want to harm any nation on Earth because they're all me. I want all of them eventually. So I'm just harming my future self. Maybe stealing project could be okay. Sabotage, you know, I don't really care. Like, there's nothing, the AI human factions are not your threat, right? So all these that only target them, it doesn't really matter. But assassinate, incredibly important. Purge, incredibly important. So Xu Pang, if we can get him assassinate, he's completely full on espionage and can be a second espionage councillor. And if we don't want to do that, well, Purge is good enough, to be honest. There's certain situations where we might want Leah to do something else. Could be nice. So yeah, let's just play the game. Focus on Earth, focus on pecking up, and let's get ourselves back to a stable position. You know, we get beaten down, but we're not out of it. Let's go. Because, I mean, this Earth is incredible right now. It's so powerful and so strong and so stable. My nations are doing incredibly well. Look at this, like 100 in America as well. Like it's almost at its cap. I don't think I've ever gotten America this close to its cap before. China is actually also doing incredible. I mean, China is our best country right now. And we have cap to work with. We currently did actually just turn economy off in the last episode, I believe. Let's turn it back on. Oh, Europe's control points are a mess. Let's turn off Exofighter. What do you want to do with Europe? I don't know, to be honest. Europe is a tricky one, actually. Probably not military. Maybe... Let's just do government to try and get it up to a nice 10. Yeah, let's do government. Could have arguments for doing knowledge. Okay. Salt structure in Turkey. but not the one in the capital of Ankara. There we go. Alien Administration the second. Here we go. So, Alien Administration is back. Mercury is being built up, which is good. Help with our science, etc., etc. I mean, what we should try and do is build up a stockpile of space resources, because this is something we haven't had like all game. Let's get a much better stockpile, especially of volatiles, which definitely have been our big weakness all game. Have really hurt us, and we don't want anything that hurts us. So we'll sort that out. Okay, end of turn. Sydney, advise China. Yep, you haven't been discovered, although I don't know who this is. It'd be a bad start to the episode to have Sydney die. I'm just gonna not. Let's just go ultimate safe.
Standing by.
Okay, Aframal assaulted that base. Let's keep assaulting bases, especially ones in Africa, because we don't really want them to combine with an African nation. So Mombasa is not a capital, so if it's not in a capital, it doesn't really matter, because they can only do combine if you have a structure in a capital. So they have a one in the capital of Niger here, so we'll take that out.
Heading to the LZ.
Where to? Ready for orders. Ready for
There we go. Okay.
What's the up?
Mauricia, let's advise North America.
Ready to go.
Your orders.
We have 1 point in Switzerland, so let's go for the executive.
Cracking down.
At your service.
The executive, 32, yep.
We're taking power.
So because we have the legislative, it gives us a bonus to taking the executive.
Making things safe for our people.
So it's kind of a scale. So yeah, we'll grab Switzerland, because we don't want Switzerland to join the alien administration.
Evading pursuit.
So it's also, let's bring over 2 American armies to try and assault the base, because they're our highest military score. Yeah, with 7.9. Yep, so here's the alien administration. The people do not like that. But let's see what else they do. So let's go.
I'll keep them safe.
There's also a xenofauna in there. But let's just bring all the European armies into Switzerland to fight the xenofauna. Because as soon as we take it over, the xenofauna is going to be actively attacking us rather than just kind of existing in the state. Yeah, send aid. Always send aid.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Okay, crackdown and then a purge next turn. Our terrible ships in Earth orbit are all getting together. Our useless plasma ships. Ooh, another breakthrough. Let's get mining output. Keep working on mining output. An interesting org to get, actually. We don't have Russia, though. I think the intelligence directorate on our new councillor on Zhupang could be nice, purely because we could get him assassinate, more espionage. Would be nice. But it's very expensive and it's not really worth it, so it doesn't really matter if we don't get it. United Kingdom is asking its ally, the United States of North America, to join its attack on the aliens. Nope, but good luck. Do you even have navies? I thought all the armies died. No navies, yeah. How are you going to attack them if you don't have a navy? I have no idea. Alien fleet launches for low Mars orbit. We do actually have a fleet here. Okay. So we should probably then make sure that our Mars fleet is doing alright. So let's, of these new fleets that we built on Earth, let's send this one, W class, which is this. W class is plasma, okay, so it's the terrible ones. What are our other ones? We have, so these are laser classes, yeah, the only ones that really matter. Let's send this lot then to the Mars Defense Fleet. How quickly should we do? Let's do 8 weeks. There we go. So we'll send that off to Mars.
Our people have taken control.
And hopefully that will be enough to keep Mars safe from little alien incursions that they're going to be trying to do. It'd be nice actually if we could see exactly what was coming. Aliens. Transferring to low Marfor. 17 ships, 3.8k. Oh great, that's actually quite a lot then. Should probably send this slot to low Mars orbit as well. I mean, it might be enough. We'll have to see. I have a lot of 2As, which, are they also plasma? Yeah, they're also plasma. That is an issue. I think let's get more of these good laser ships. And let's cancel all these plasma ships that we're building. Build up a few more laser ships just for defense, basically. Sydney, let's get you keeping advising China.
Ready.
Let's get both these American armies into Switzerland. No, sorry, we need to ally Switzerland and America. Bring those in. Let's grab the last Swiss point.
Removing our enemies.
We don't really need to defend the executive because only the servants. It would only matter against the servants because obviously aliens ignore defense. Did we fail?
Taking it to them.
I wasn't really checking. I guess Daframal failed. That's not great, Daframal. You should really be doing better than that, but whatever. You do you. Mauricia.
Don't let them find out.
Yeah, we don't need to defend. Let's keep up advice.
Lending my expertise.
It's good to be keeping advice.
I will help them. Offering counsel.
Defending the VIP.
Mercury Defense Fleet. We have 3 different ship types here. But the L class is okay, the laser class. How does the L class actually look? Ship classes. Let's obsolete W right now. L class looks like this. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, it should. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll fix that before battles. It's really not bad, to be honest. Assault this alien structure.
Cleaning things up.
Yeah, Xipeng's main goal is to just follow Daframal around right now.
Crackdown complete.
Okay, and we're about to take the last Swiss point. And then we'll do another defend interest. Okay, United Kingdom, under the control of the Resistance, has declared war on Norway and Switzerland. That is kind of slightly annoying that Switzerland is at war with everyone, because we're kind of inheriting those wars essentially.
Score one for the good guys.
That is fine, we'll just have to make peace.
We are in control now.
Okay, Switzerland is ours. Let's end all these alliances with servant countries, because that's actually what got us into that mess. Yep. So our servants have a lot of countries right now. And all of them. Let's unrival China. Okay, there we go. So, American armies here, let's assault alien assets. And then we'll send all the armies home. Yeah, that is good. We're also allies, so what we can do with Switzerland next turn, or so once we've hit all these days, is we can immediately add them into the European Union. So that'll be a country we'll do peacefully. They've actually began bombarding of Beijing, but we are at war with the alien administration. How are we at war? I was going to say they shouldn't be able to do that because they only bombard when you're actually at war with the alien administration. Okay, let's get all our armies to provinces with orbital defenses, which is Seoul and Tokyo. I believe Singapore has one as well. We'll send those guys down to Singapore. I don't believe we have any in North America. Did Mexico ever build one? No. Do we have any in Europe? That's actually a good question. Doesn't look like we have any space defenses in Europe either. I didn't know we were at war. Let's have a look at intel. Our research is in the way. Go away. We're looking at intel, please. Global. Alien Administration, United States of North America war. I'm guessing they declared war on Ireland. Yeah, they must have... No, because then... They must have directly declared war on America. That's very odd. Especially as we don't really want that right now. Okay, so let's get back to 15% more volatiles. Seems pretty good, to be honest. More volatiles is more good. Okay, keep advising with Sydney, even though I am a little bit worried about Sydney.
Reporting in.
Just because Sydney doesn't have much defense. Switzerland does. Switzerland does. Okay, so actually if we all stay in Switzerland, we'll be safe. Can we end this? Okay, so you need to get up to Tokyo yet. Okay, so we're just trying to hide all of our armies where we have space defenses so that we can't be shot. Let's see though
Ready to go.
if
I'm here.
Where do you need me?
we can end this war, because although we want to be at war with them, we're not interested in ending it right now.
Orders?
Let's see if we can end Switzerland's war as well.
Capital.
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
Defend interests in Switzerland itself.
Securing our control.
Daframal, let's keep attacking alien structures. That's in Kigali, okay.
We are going in.
Acknowledged.
Standing by.
At your service.
Okay, Zhupang, instead of
orders?
giving that to America, you protect
At your
Daframal,
service.
and then Alp,
What's the op?
you set the national policy of America.
On my way to the
So we'll try and
capital.
end all of our wars that we're in. Because like I said, I don't want to take out them now. I want to take them out once I have claims on the region. Actually, we're about to have claims. It's actually probably not worth it. Oh well.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, I think we just wasted Alp's turn actually, because we're about to have the
Making
claims.
things safe for our people.
I'll keep them safe.
So if they want to declare war on me, I mean, that's on them to be honest. And then we'll just wait for the tech, and then what we'll do, we'll just do a mass invasion of the alien administration and just take them out. I do want to see if we can end this war. They might be trying to do the same. But they might not agree to it because... Oh, the alien administration wants to end this war. Actually, I've decided no, alien administration. Okay, Norway left the war. Are we still in the war? Yeah, we
Mission
are.
complete.
Okay, United States of America can seek peace and they would accept. Is there anything we actually want to do with America then, now that we've got the turn? Guatemala, Honduras. Not really that interested in. Micronesian states, also not interested in. Nope, doesn't seem to be. Alright, we'll do a cancel then.
Mission in progress.
Mauritius.
Laying the groundwork.
Yeah, Eurasian Union, end the
Mission
war.
complete.
There we go. Yeah, they don't want to fight Switzerland with all of its allies. Yeah, and they seem to be focusing on the Russians, which are trying to invade, which is good, because I don't really want the Russian army to take any of Turkey. I want the whole thing for myself. Now, one of the big issues Turkey always has is this region here is a colonial region, which is one of the reasons why Turkey always kind of is a bit more poor than it otherwise should be. Because a huge percentage of its country is colonial. So I think when we conquer it, it will remain colonial, but I hope it doesn't.
At your service.
If it does, well, in the modern game, with the new welfare thing, we can just fix it.
Offering counsel.
Ready
Keep
for orders.
advising. That's basically done. So let's in this end turn phase, America take the capital. Those three armies can take the capital. Those American armies can take that, and then we'll have all of Europe go here. There we go. And we'll just leave China at home. It's not really needed. Leah Abbott. So what do we do with our councillors? So we've grabbed that one. Now it could be soon time to start declaring war on all these countries here. But let's do that. Let's declare war on Belgium
Capital.
first, I
What's
think.
the ob?
We are also rivals of Bulgaria, that's good. Yeah, so we'll start with Belgium. Alp,
Offering support.
buys America,
Ready to go.
Dahramal. Keep attacking alien bases.
Going in hot.
I'm here.
And this will basically Dahramal's life for most of the rest of the game, to be honest.
Standing by for orders.
You have been discovered by someone, so go to ground.
Going into hiding.
What's the op?
Reporting in.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Where to?
Acknowledged.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Where to? Where
And the mass invasion of Turkey begins, which is just free land for me. Europe Ascendant is done. Let's get the Devolve Space Command. We didn't get Hab Revolts and stuff. Do you know this one for Earth Boost is so cheap? Don't put it as a priority though.
I will help them.
Makes sense to
I will help
me.
them.
Yes, it's tech is going well. We just need to wait for tech.
On guard.
Okay, advanced chemical rockets, research completed. Could get more reactors. Let's just keep working on random reactors. So we fusion reactor 2. Join the Mars Defense Fleet. The Mars Defense Fleet is a bit of a mix of laser and plasma, which basically is ships that are useful and ships that aren't. It's not really the best fleet ever. We're about to have 2 more L-class battle cruisers. Build a few more. Not too many though. Let's send these L-class battle cruisers to the Mars Defense Fleet. Or targeting the Mars refueling station. We'll go with that one, because these ones are very small time gain. 2 more ships could make all the difference. There you go. Yeah, we'll just do like that. So the alien army are coming back to defend Ankara. So they made peace with Norway, and they've immediately redeclared war on Norway. Very interesting. Okay, Eurasian Union then. We wanted to declare war on Belgium, Luxembourg. We of course joined the war. Everyone is now at war with Belgium. Incredible. Join the fleet. We'll equalize some Delta V. I mean, we're alright with Delta V. We could resupply the fleet, but there's not much reason to. Unless we wanted to make a trip elsewhere, we can just keep them at lower fuel.
The LZ is secure.
I always kind of wish with fleets if you could build them but not fully fueled. So because often like it's nice to be able to build a ship which has the ability to refuel and go elsewhere. But when you build a ship, you have to build it with its full fuel. It would just be nice if that wasn't necessarily mandatory. Okay, UK have taken that. Here we go. We have more armies there, so we should get occupation priority. But it's all in one war, so even if the UK take it, they should give it to whoever has claims, which is us. So they should give it to Europe. There we go. European Union takes control. It's still a colonial region, unfortunately. But yeah, we're 41 out of 1,000 to being to uncolonial regioning it. So what we could do instead, because it's like it's not a small region, right? It's this one, so it's quite high up on the list. Okay, begin bombarding Ankara. Kind of annoying. Let's bring the European armies in to help out. Okay, servants have discovered Sydney. Let's hide Sydney in Singapore.
Going silent.
Your orders.
Leah Abbott, let's advise. Keep advising.
Council.
Ready for orders.
Honestly, Pan-Asia, let's bring a few armies of yours over to attack Belgium. Alp, let's advise America still.
Acknowledged.
Ready to go.
Mauricia, you can be in charge of advising China. Zhupang and Daframal, I think you should continue what you're doing. Alien structures. Are there any alien structures that we're aware of? Yeah, Ankara. Oh, that's the one there, though. We don't really care about assaulting that one with... No, wow, that's it. Okay. You know what we should do then? Let's advise America get up their military score.
I will help them.
Alp. Let's see if we can find an alien.
Ready.
And yeah, Zhupang advise
I
China.
will help them.
Mauricia, let's look for aliens. We might get lucky. Let's see.
Going into hiding.
If they're doing missions in our countries, maybe we'll
On
find them.
Overwatch.
Offering support.
Initiate.
But we haven't found
surveillance.
any good alien. I mean, I'm almost certain there are some, because there was one that took China. But yeah, we haven't found them in quite a while. When we had to invade China. Yep, they come over. The orbital bombardment damage seems pretty low. It's quite difficult to take Ankara because it is rugged, which is why I'm bringing in the extra armies compared to Istanbul. So's this region. But it's easy to take regions that are... Yeah, we're taking it quite fast now. A colonial. Economy expands in the European Union. We can take Ankara. Alien capital in Ankara falls. Okay, America 1. Let's assault the alien structure in Ankara. And let's do that. Let's also, if we can, let's assault alien life forms in Ankara. Istanbul is ours as well, so that's a nice little bonus to the European Union. Still at max here, a bit more of that. Not bad. How are we looking for cohesion? 4.1, yeah. It wasn't a particularly rich country. A new army, we don't want that. We need to get rid of that next turn. Chinese armies have almost arrived in Belgium. Let's assault alien assets. And let's declare a few more wars. I mean, we got all these armies here. Let's mop up all of the servants in Europe. New alien structures everywhere. So let's just get back to servant mopping up. Greater Europa project. Now this is the final Europe one. This gives us Russia, basically. A few other, you know, like Azerbaijan, a few other places, but mainly it's Russia. And Zurich, Bern. How interesting. We don't get a claim on Switzerland until Greater Europa. That's very interesting. I'd kind of assumed they'd start with one on Switzerland, considering it's in the middle of Europe.